Well, that wind's blowing. Cold out there too. It's only about 45 there this morning, so it's a good day to be in the shop instead of out there. I think that's kind of a pretty red. Who knows? Looks pretty good. Might have to do 2 coats on this. These sponge brushes work pretty good. I went to Morrisville this morning. Got some more vegetables. Got some pepper plants. Got some dill. Cucumbers. And wait till after another week before I put them in there because it's supposed to get down to 28 degrees on Wednesday. So no sense in putting plants out. I just have to try to cover them up. So I got them in here in my little shed here. It should be warm enough in here for them. I'm going to paint that roof red. I'm going to paint it black. Yep, black's a good color. Keep them warm, right? Much colder, the paint will be freezing on here. I guess it's stain, it's not really paint, it's a latex stain. It's easier to use. I like it better than oil paint because it's easier to wash up and take care of. Had all that glue dried in yesterday. Set up pretty good, but I only one more gluing to do, and that's on the base. I think I'll put a little satellite dish on the top. What do you think? That would look pretty cool, wouldn't it? Everybody will think them birds have a satellite dish. I used to have one of the big monster dishes there when they first come out, you know, and back then it was all free, you know, you got to pay any subscriptions. But those things were a huge dish. You probably remember seeing pictures of them, they were huge. But you could get all the feeds. I kind of like listening to the feeds because everything's raw, you know. Catch them saying things they ain't supposed to. Crap like that. Who knows? Well, I hope you're enjoying your mother today. My mother passed away, I don't know, 20, 25 years ago. Rainy day go by, I don't think about her though. Same with Dad, you know. He died before she did. She was one hell of a hard-working woman, I'll tell you that. She was born in the 20s, and things weren't very good for people back then. Poor people. She worked in a bakery when she was 10 years old. earn enough money to buy a loaf of bread. Of course, back then a loaf of bread you could buy for 10 cents, so. But I remember she used to pick potatoes. She'd come home and her fingernails would be just about bleeding from picking those potatoes. She always provided for us. Always did good. Always kept us fed and kept us clothed. We may not have had the best things in the world, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Yeah, being a little on the poor side is a good way to be raised, and you get to appreciate things a lot more later on. And everybody in the family had to work. There was nobody could just sit on their ass and do nothing. All had chores to do. We didn't get any damn allowances and crap like that either. We were lucky just to get our food in our belly. We didn't get a TV set until I think it was in the 1962, something like that. First one we got was black and white. I was amazed once those colored ones come out and how pretty those things look. I remember back in the 50s, I'd go up onto my great Uncle Edgar's farm. My grandmother's mother lived there. She lived to be about 102 years old and never had a drop of gray hair in her head. Interesting place, Uncle Edgar's. He didn't have any electricity up there. So he had to get his chores done a little bit early because he had to use some lanterns. Use lanterns in the house, and they had a summer kitchen and a winter kitchen. And for a bathroom, they had a two-holer outhouse that was connected off to the house, and they took that crap and used it for fertilizer, which makes sense. And I stayed there, and in the wintertime, them wooden seats were some cold on your butt, by golly. I always waited till my sisters or somebody ran out there to use them first to get the seat warmed up. My great-grandmother's name was Grace Emery. She was a bit on the mean side. She used to have this walking cane, and she held in her lap, sitting in that easy chair in that front room. I'd walk by that chair, and she'd take that cane and whack me right across the head with it. And I'd say, "What did you do that for?" So that's just in case you do something wrong and you've already been punished. So I smartened up a little bit. I went around that chair where she couldn't reach me. Fooled you, you old... Well, I shouldn't say that. I loved her. My mother, Rena Emery, my grandmother, I mean, married George Bradley, my grandfather, back at the turn of the century. Yeah, that's how the Emerys got to be into the Bradley family. Rena and George had 11 kids. You might say he used to jack a deer now and then to feed all them people. They never went hungry, that's for sure. Yep. Oh, George was quite the feller. I used to go up to his wood lot, and he'd be up there. He'd give me a little bit of chew, that Virginia homespun tobacco that he used to buy. He said, here boy, have a little bit of this. So I said, okay. So I did, and I liked it. Well, so I started chewing it since then, and not that particular brand, but he thought sure I was going to get sick as a dog, but he logged back in with some horses, and it'd be my job to take the horse back to the barn, but you really didn't have to. All you had to say was, Queenie, go to the barn, and she would go by herself. Get some of them oats and hay, so that's why she probably wanted to hurry down there. Well, what do you think? Is that going to be pretty or what? It's not bad for a little condo, is it? Yeah, kind of like it. You can see part of the wood grain sticking through there. Like I said, I'm going to give this a second coat. I'm going to put some trim around the windows and paint these white. Black roof. I'm going to try to get this put aside. See if I can't do at least one side of this base, and I'll do the other side tomorrow. Like I said, I'm in no hurry. Get it done when I get it done, right? I'll have to give this 2 coats too. It's being out in the weather and all, probably be a good idea. Make sure get it good and painted. When I went out this morning, I got a lot of nice pictures, you know. Of course, when I'm going somewhere, I go a long way around, of course. And I stop and get out of my car and look around some of the old stone walls and covered bridges. I like covered bridges, and we got a lot of them up here. Get out and walk through them, and took some pictures of them. And cows up on the back road grazing in the meadows. Yeah, real picturesque this time of year. Of course, you folks could always come up and take a look for yourself. And we always love having people come visit and spend their money, of course. Helps our economy. Trying not to get my fingers all covered with this stuff. Comes off easy enough, but work it right in there, so it's get a lot of it in there. Turn it around the other way. Whew. I'm a little bit chilled. Gotta take these brushes in. Wash them up. did well. I didn't get any on my hand. There. Well, you know what? I think before I go, I'll take you out there and show you the babies today, see how they're doing. Let me see if I can get this flagpole up in the air where we can see them. There's the plants I picked up today. Some dill, cucumbers, peppers, like peppers. Of course, you already told you that. All right, turn off my light. Go out and see Mama Bird. Bird, who's got the bird? Oh, there goes the mommy. She knows what I'm going to do, I bet. That was Daddy. I think I surprised him. He said, "What in the heck are you doing?" There. Well, there you have it for today, folks.